ngiyacela mina. Yeheni. Oh, ngangibulala wena ngisazoshada.
You hatched? Like when? Like 16, 17? No, when did it hatch?
Oh, when did it hatch? Wait, I'm so confused. What
What do you say? What are you talking about? There you
At
go.
some point, I ask you how your week was.
Okay, what day is it today?
Today is Friday.
You can actually really ask me the question because it's been a week, hey?
Is it?
Sure, it really has been a week. Today's been 3 days.
Tough times, happy times, big times, small times.
No, tough times never last.
Yeah.
But happy times. Mostly happy times. Very happy times. Very happy times, yeah. And how's your week been?
This week.
Yeah.
Because it's the awards this weekend.
Yes, it is.
It's been a week.
It's been a week.
It's been a week. I barely slept.
What do you do about that?
No.
Don't you feel like we're constantly chasing time?
Yeah, we are. And we're trying to catch up, aren't we?
All the time. And I think I'm so tired of that. Like we're constantly trying to make time. Like you wake up and just trying to catch the next hour. I don't know when time started going so fast. I don't think it was the same growing up.
That comes with age.
You think so? It comes with your
Age, having kids, starting a family.
That's a big one. That is a big one because my time really does run on her time.
Yeah.
Mm.
I mean, I'm thinking about the kids as well. You used to work with kids.
Yes, I did.
Every day.
Every day.
I can't imagine you as a teacher.
Why?
No, I mean, like, I don't mean can't imagine you as a teacher, but I can't imagine that you would be
Teacher.
Like, not stuck in a career, but that would be your career path forever.
I think at some point in time, I would have had to pivot again. I definitely do think that it served its purpose. I loved it. But I do think you're right. Sooner or later, I would have had to change it. Absolutely, I would have had to.
Was there a specific moment where you knew, okay, cool, this is what I need. I need to step out of this? Because, I mean, for a lot of people, teaching is an extremely valuable profession.
It is.
They get, what do you call them? You get emotional fulfillment.
Yes, you do.
Out of it, right? Because it's young minds you're shaping, and now you're shaping other young minds that are your own.
I think it was very rewarding in that light. Absolutely. But there was a point where I just realized that, this is really nice, but I'm also a person who reaches contentment.
Yeah.
I get very happy where I am.
Does it take a lot for you to get to that point of being content? Are you constantly chasing something?
No. I'm happy in this moment, like being with you right now, right here. It's really lovely, having a great conversation. So I'm literally in this moment. I'm enjoying it. Everyone's here having a good time. We're talking, nice conversation. So I'm happy right now.
Take that. I mean, it's a random Friday.
It's a random
Friday.
Bit of makeup. What time did I wake up?
Never been in this room.
You were not worried about me.
What? Should I be worried about you?
What time did I wake up for this?
What time did you wake up?
Oh, no. Today I've been dramatic. I didn't wake up that early. But yeah, because most days it's very early. So.
What time is your normal wake up time?
My daughter wakes me up at 6:15. I don't know how she knows.
You know, I'm up at 4:30.
Why?
Every morning, breakfast radio.
Yo, guys, the break must come get me at home. I am so sorry. That's a tough one.
It is.
You really aren't getting any sleep then. You're right.
Yeah, and it's also kids.
Yes, because I have to get home and be a dad and be alive there as well. By the time you get into bed, you have a lot to do as well at the same time. Phew, you're really not sleeping. I'm worried about you.
I know. I know you shouldn't be worried about me.
I'm not. Okay.
Well, it's fine. You can be worried about me. It's okay. Right?
Right?
Is it okay?
Are you okay?
She says no.
Are you okay?
Ando says no.
Is he okay?
We're just thinking.
Is he okay? How many hours of sleep is he getting? A lot of hours of sleep.
He's lying.
He slept this whole week. I mean, this is so busy.
And you look tough, so I'm scared. Yes, I'm scared. You look tough. Some. Okay, we'll go with the some. I can see you doing so well. You're thriving.
The dark rings around my eyes don't exist.
I'm not talking about that. I can't see it.
So you've gone from I mean, there's so many facets to you to what you do and how you've gotten there.
Yes.
Right? You've played iconic characters in so many places where people associate that character with you. When you walk off set, do you ever take anything from that character with you? I mean, because art is very often, it's a reflection of real life.
Yes, it is.
Drama is a way that we work through real emotions and things. Do you ever find some nugget of value in the characters that you play that you can then take into your real life and go, okay, cool. If this character were to play it like this, that's how she would she would play this part.
I definitely think so. I think every character and role that one plays, there's a part of them that stays with you.
Yeah.
Because you have to do it again tomorrow. So sometimes I'd find that whenever, like, say my character right now, Ntandogai, she's feisty. She's someone who is very outspoken.
Yeah.
I find that I'm also at a point in time where, as a person, I'm also finding my voice. Maybe it's an age thing, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's also a point where I'm more assertive in myself. I'm more confrontational than I ever was. But like now I will fetch you. I will say, excuse me, please come here. 2 months ago, you actually said this to me and I didn't like it. So I wanted to just address that. So we can just hash that up.
Yeah.
Whereas a year ago, I wouldn't have been that person. It could be a growth thing, and also could be that I'm able to step into the character and experience what it's like, that I'm able to adapt it into my own real life.
Have you ever played a character that was the complete opposite of who you are? That was, you had to actually really go and find somebody completely different within yourself.
It has to be a character of Nomonde from the river. That girl was nuts. I mean, I'm a bit crazy, but she was just like a scammer nuts. You know? So I don't like people who hurt the people that love them.
Yeah.
I think that's like a big no for me. Like you can never hurt people that love and care for you. And I think that's the one thing that she did continuously, just never learning a lesson. And I feel like in real life, she would not be my friend. She would not be anywhere near me as a person because of the values that she had. So I had to kind of recount my association and my experience with people that are similar to that and how I'd have to play that character. Yeah. But I think it would have to be Nomonde. That girl was cooked and wasn't a good meal.
Look, from transferring from the world of acting, from drama, I suppose, to now also in a way living, because you've got two pillars to how you've been exposed to the world, really, is that you are not just an actress and in the world of film and TV, you're also a content creator. And we've seen those two worlds kind of intersect at some point, not so much really in South Africa just yet, because, you know, in the States you have content creators that suddenly pop up on TV and all of it. It's the other way around, right? And it's where drama and television is, it's scripted, it's curated. The director wants to see what the director wants to see. There's certain, what do we call them? Interests behind it, because the producers are paying for this.
This has to be done.
And this has to be done. Whereas content it's you, right? And walking into that world offset do you have to kind of sometimes have to reel yourself in because you've now built a brand? You can't just be yourself. Or rather, let's not say be yourself, but you can't just 100% just put whatever out.
Can't be fully you.
Yeah.
It's true, which is valid.
Yeah.
I think in as much as we can say it that way, I could say the same for almost everyone who's on social media. You know, and I think for me, the one thing that I've tried my best to do and to maintain is being really authentic to who I am as a person. And I think that has been something that's carried me through the years. And just I'm a person who can do really well at forecasting. Yeah. Like I can see the next trend that's going to be.
Got you.
Next kind of people edit how it's going.
Great analysis then.
Yes. So I'm able to look at that and kind of prep myself to see what's going to be happening next. How I can position myself in such a manner. Yeah. And speaking about merging the two, where I'm an actress in this world and then I'm also a content creator, the one thing I feel like people have failed to do, especially in South Africa and maybe even the world globally, is when the shift happened, where people moved from celebrity culture and they moved into content creator, influencer culture. And the one thing that I made sure that I do is that I'm not just a celebrity, I'm a celebrity content creator. So then I become the best of both worlds.
No, that's an interesting take from me, because I've always had the view, and you know, with the property like ours, the Content Creator Awards, it came after the shift. And even with working within the property, working without, you encounter brands and you know, just a general perception that whatever you put out on the internet that happens to be on a phone, that's an influencer.
Yes.
Right? Where do you see yourself here?
I see myself as both. I see myself definitely as an influencer because I am an influential person. Cool. Be it as just the celebrity part of it. Yeah. Because by virtue of the fact that I've got a bigger podium, I do kind of get influenced by what I show and what I don't show. But then there comes a part of being, are you influential? We all can be influential. Yeah. But can you create the content? Yeah. Which is a completely different ballgame.
That's 100% a completely different ballgame, because you're considering shots.
I'm a director, I'm a producer, I write the script, you know, I create the props, I create the scenario. So I think definitely being in the world of acting and being an actress has influenced and made it so much easier for me to transition to both. Because I can direct my own.
Oh, 100%.
You know, I can produce my own content. I can shoot my own content. I have an eye for it because it's something that I do love. But also being exposed to it every day makes it so much easier for me. And also helps me in the workplace. You know, often not I'll speak to directors about a scene. Like, oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah.
We can definitely shoot it that way. That is so great. I didn't think about it that way, Linda. Fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, so for me, it's something that I actually genuinely enjoy shooting and directing content for myself and people to also consume. And I always say one thing, if you're going to shoot content and people consume you, make it a really good meal.
Yeah.
We keep coming back to the idea of like taking something in as something nutritional, right? Exactly. And what we consume needs to be something that's actually good for us.
Value.
We've seen so many people come through in South Africa in content, and it's because I'm from Cape Town, and it's the circle there is very much you get hype because you're beefing with somebody. Or
really?
I'm just thinking about, you know, what you take in. It's
different,
like, it's a bit of sometimes it can be a toxic cycle, but with you and what you do, how do you ensure, you know, on a day-to-day, because obviously you have a team around you, that, you know, they keep you, they work for you, but they also keep you accountable in certain ways, right? Like, how is it that they and you make sure that you have a positive experience every day? Because you're getting comments, you're getting critiques face to face, but you're also sitting with, sometimes I'm pretty sure you go through imposter syndrome.
Yes, absolutely.
That you're not, I'm not supposed to be here, you know? How do you get through that?
I take the moment in. I'm just literally on the phone with my friend, one of my best friends, and just like, from where we all come from to where we are, it's astonishing. Yeah. You know, I'm really just a girl from Umlazi, and I grew up watching Generations. I make that example with her now. And every time I drive in Melrose Arch, I'm just like, I used to see this in Generations.
With that iconic.
Yes, at the end, you know, at the beginning of the end, I'm not sure what it was. And I take in those moments where, in as much as I feel like I'm an imposter, but I'm not an imposter, and tell myself that I'm also here. I'm in this moment.
You need to take ownership of that.
Exactly. And be proud of yourself of how far you've actually come. And I think sometimes things we fail to do is that we worry about right now so much. And that's when the imposter syndrome comes in, where you just, oh my gosh, I'm here. But, oh my God, you're here.
And at that moment from taking that, like you stop, that means you can start building forward momentum again.
Yes.
And get to the next place that you need to be.
I want to add, it's also important to have people that work with you who tell you, keep going. Trust me, you're doing fantastic.
Yeah.
You're doing well. Keep going. Let's push you forward. Where I'm busy trying to step back a bit. Like, no, keep going. You can do it. Because often and not, believing in yourself is enough and it's great. But I promise you need people that believe in you too.
Oh, yeah.
You absolutely do.
There's so much that can trip us up on a daily basis, just to make, like, the smallest thing can make you just doubt yourself. You need somebody, hey guys, you need to tell them more often.
You can do this.
Yeah.
You're doing a fantastic job. You're doing amazing, sweetie.
You need to be told, I suppose. I think I want to get to, you've been in this for a full decade.
Yes, it's about to be a decade.
A full decade. And you've gone from place to place in that career span. Obviously, it's slow going at the beginning, but then there's a moment where everything just starts going, right? And it's easy to get disconnected from where you come from. I mean, just thinking about where you come from, like you're having a conversation, it's easy to get disconnected. How do you make sure that you stay, you know, you don't get caught up in the life that you're living now? Because you have, to be very honest, you have access to more things now than you did before.
Absolutely.
Right? And how do you get caught up in, how do you keep from getting caught up in the feeling like, okay, cool, this is normal? Is every day has to be the same? How do you get to this is still special?
Yes, to be honest, for me, I think it's just who I am as a person. Because I really do appreciate every little thing, like every little moment, every interaction. I appreciate it like immensely. Like I'm a very grateful person. So to be invited to certain events and to be able to say no, I'm also grateful for that. You know, where it takes time to get to where we are in content creation, especially now. I think at some point now it's going faster. Yeah. But when we started, because it had just started, it was a bit of a slower process. So I think to get here, I always say, like with my manager, like we had a 5-year plan. You know, there's nothing that we've done that has been by mistake. Everything we've done has been so intentional, very deliberate, because we believe in longevity. We don't believe in a 6-month plan. We don't believe in just the next 3 months. We plan for next year. You know, if you want to work with me as a brand, okay, that's great. That's a campaign for 3 months, but what's going to happen after that?
Yeah.
Because one thing I don't like is that people also need to trust in your word. And for you to be able to be content in what you're doing, but to always aspire for more, is because this is so great right now, but oh my gosh, look how much better it can be.
Yeah.
So I think it's also really important to appreciate where you are, but to also have a plan to get to the next level, the next step.
You know, you've got all this experience. And when we go to the awards, and we experience the awards, there are going to be people that have never experienced anything like that before. They're going to be new content creators that have just stepped into the game. To be very honest, this year's list of nominees, so many of them are new, like popped in the last year. And with you having the experience, is there some mistake that you made at some point? I know you spoke about you had a 5-year plan, right? Like, are there mistakes that you made at some point during the trip or the journey that you don't want to see these new content creators make?
Goodness, that's a good question. And to be honest, I have to think hard about that,
Really?
In the sense that I'm such a person who believes that God's got it. Like, I know it sounds so crazy, but one thing I will say is to maybe a word of advice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Not based on my particular mistakes, because I can't really pinpoint one right now.
Yeah.
It would be in this world, because it just looks so easy and there's just so many people who do it, that people want instant gratification.
Yeah.
And then maybe I could say that's a learning curve that I had to experience, where it had to be a 5-year plan, where you want it to happen now. Like, oh my gosh, but this isn't happening for ABC, what's not happening for me? So having to look for instant gratification is something that I would definitely say that as content creators, just slow it down. It's really okay to take your time with something. You know, Rome wasn't built overnight. TikTok following wasn't built over a week.
100%.
You know, although it happens to some people, and absolutely, I always say now with the world of the internet, it kind of made everything fair game.
Yeah.
Where everyone has a chance to succeed. But with that being said, it's like you must also be very true to yourself and not look at what the next person is doing.
Yeah.
And to also not put too much pressure on yourself to succeed overnight.
Yeah.
You know, although it can happen, absolutely, but putting in the work and the time, also best believe works really well. It's a great formula to have and to keep, to also have a plan for yourself where this is ABCD that you want. Also be honest with yourself, and be honest with the brands that you work with. I think maybe in the beginning, I'd say that I did 3 different brands who all advertise the same thing, for example. Just because I love a product, I don't have to work with all the 3 brands that sold that product, you know. So I think it's important for you to be able to actually select the ones that resonate the most with you and build on that relationship, as opposed to staying with brands and just taking whatever it is that you can get. And I understand how you'd want to do that in the beginning. Absolutely, I do.
Yeah.
But it also kind of impacts the trust level the people and the audience will have with you. Because then essentially, for me, it always comes across as, I can just buy you.
Yeah.
I can just buy your time. I can just buy
You
your
are
space,
also a product.
You're also a product. And I don't want to consume you in that manner. I want to trust your word.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, the most important part, is to build into that trust and to build into your word, into your word.
When thinking about now, you know, putting time and energy into something, your mom has a lot of time and energy, but you also now, I mean, I would like to ask you about something that's coming up that you are busy doing, and that's Mama Playdate. Right? So you're linking these 2 worlds, right? What is Mama Playdate all about?
Mama Playdate actually started because I really like playing with my daughter.
Okay.
And I'm from Durban, and it started when I was based in Durban mostly because there weren't a lot of activities for families, one. And then moving here, I realized that so many festivals and things like that are targeted at the older audience. But like, where do the kiddies have a fun day with their friends and make new friends and new connections? You know, our kids go to school, they come back home. We organize playdates every now and then, but our kids are playing, but when are we also playing as an adult? Because I'm very playful. I think I'm very, very playful.
Adults need to be kids.
Need to let your inner child out and let it run wild. Like, that's really what I want. It's like, and even throughout science and child psychologists, the most important factor they always keep saying is that play with your child is the most important thing you can do for them as a person, is to actually play with your child. And that's what I really wanted, is that we're so serious to go to work every day and we think it's enough, but we're providing for them, but having that interaction with them and playing with each other is actually the most important thing you can ever do for your child. It's quality time with them.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want to take away the mom playing with her friends. Only want us to all play together as a family, you know. And Mama Playdate is literally a place where mamas and daughters come to play.
So dope.
Because I want us to all play together, you know. The games we play from our childhood, like routine, I don't know what it is in English, routine, but like you put the things together and you stack it up. we play ushum, which is that made homemade ball, and we hit each other like softball, so I wanted everyone to feel like a child again and to play with their children in a safe environment where everyone's able to be free with no judgment. Your shoes are off. You're just having a good time. Where, when you used to end the day and you'd go home as a child, be like, that was fun. So that's what Mama Played It for me is about. It's literally a safe space for all of us to let our inner children run free.
So I'm going to try my best to read this.
It looks like I'm about to beatbox.
To me? Nah, they do it like this. They do it like this. Oh. I hate how rappers hold a mic.
How do they hold the mic? Why?
Because I don't know why. It's just like the entire thing is built.
Why?
The entire thing is built for your voice.
For the sound.
Yeah. But
why are you locating to one place?
I don't know.
Strange.
Never mind. It's.
You think it's training?
No, they don't get training. That's
what I'm saying. I think it has to do with training.
Yeah.
I think government officials need media training.
Who?
Government officials need
100%.
They really, really need.
Do you know what needs to be done is that they need to be taught how to answer questions.
Yes, how to speak eloquently, how to sit and have a conversation. That's what people don't know. For me, I actually I taught myself that. I've had to watch YouTube videos. I've had to study how people do interviews. Yes, because I need to know my posture. I can't be sitting here like, it's easy.
Let me fix myself.
But you're fine. You're relaxed. But I'm just saying, for me, as the person being interviewed, I need to sit in a certain manner, to address you in a certain manner, speak in a certain manner.
But you do also know that, when you show yourself to be relaxed in a space, it signals to the other person watching it that she's actually having a fun time.
No, I'm having a great time. But I can't just be like, now imagine I'm...
I suppose it's also, this is not an official. This is
it's very relaxed.
Official of representing certain thing. I get it.
You get what I'm saying? So now people in government just sit there. They just sit there.
Yeah.
And don't even answer questions properly.
As long as it doesn't mean they have to speak good English.
No. I'm just talking, just speaking well. Just being able to articulate yourself in such a manner, answer questions properly, sit properly in an interview, and maybe that's another tip as well for people. I think if you're ever going to be creating content, also need to educate your own self about how to better your own skills, because no one's going to teach you how to conduct yourself in an interview. Yeah. No one's going to do that for you. They don't have classes for that. So you need to take it upon yourself to learn new things, learn how to edit videos properly, watch videos about that. YouTube is accessible to anyone. There's nothing you can't learn on the internet these days.
Bro, YouTube is my university.
Yes.
It's everything. Learning how to do the editing here, how to do the shots.
The internet has literally allowed for it to be fair game to everyone. So use it to your advantage. Literally educate yourself some more on certain things. How to speak properly, how to sit properly, how to edit a video on your phone. Before you can hire a photographer, videographer, how are you editing it? So nothing should limit you saying, I don't know how. I feel like that time is over. You can't say, I don't know how anymore.
You have dogs, right?
I have one dog.
You have one dog?
Yes.
What's his name?
Gorilla.
Say again?
Gorilla.
Is the dog big? Is it a big dog?
He's a Yorkie.
Oh! Does the dog have a big bark at least?
It's just like a little party trick,
Okay.
Comes to the house and they're like, oh, do you have dogs? I'm like, yeah, Gorilla, go put Gorilla away. They're expecting to have like a Rottweiler, a Bulldog.
Elegant.
But he's a bit wild. He's a wild dog. He's a wild dog, actually. I think he lived up to his name.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What is your favorite genre of cooking video?
Cooking.
Yeah, what do you?
I like watching baking.
Really?
Because I love baking.
Do you like sourdough?
Yes, I do, but also very good for gut health.
Have you made it?
No, I have not.
Ooh, I need to show you a bread.
Really?
Yeah.
Because it comes alive.
I made one last night.
Did you? Yeah. Just last night?
Can I show you?
That's why I didn't sleep. You're making sourdough.
No. Shh, don't air my business.
You said you're so tired of it. I barely slept. So were you busy making sourdough?
I was busy making sourdough. My wife just said she's going to miss me. And
that is so sweet. Oh my gosh.
She said she's going to miss me, and then I made the sourdough. She likes my bread, even though she's gluten intolerant.
Oh, guys, I love love so much. Just make her the sourdough. Can you look at that? It's like my heart is melting. Like completely done for. And she doesn't have gluten either, but she's going to eat the bread.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's just literally what love is about, guys. Just make the thing.
And she made her own sour cream from Umlazi.
Oh, well, okay, guys. Wow, you guys are going too far now.
Well, she learned that on TikTok.
Wow, you guys have just gone... Whoa.
Too far.
It's giving Nora. Nora and who?
And Oneswa.
And Oneswa. It's just giving Nora and Oneswa now.
Let's not get into that.
Woo! Okay, that's very sweet though. Love it for you guys. I wish that was me.
So the breads, that's your jam.
Cake.
Cake. Okay.
I love cake.
But you don't bake, do you?
I just love to eat it. I have tried, and I don't know why it didn't go out because I thought I was following the instructions so well. I'm just like, I don't understand. I do know. I'm lying. Those people extra.
You see, that's why.
You see, that's me. So everyone heard. Just add.
You realize with baking, like a gram of something extra just can.
Well, yeah, I realize now. Hey, and then maybe I should try it again.
I'll send you a recipe.
Of sourdough.
Or cake. I can send you cake recipe.
Do you bake cakes?
Yeah.
You bake cakes?
I can. I haven't in a while. Yes. Why are you looking at me like this?
Sure. It's very amazing. It's like I'm sitting with a scientist. Like you invented something amazing. Like
I did home economics in the high school.
They should bring that back.
I think so too.
They should really bring that back. Woodwork, home economics.
I don't know about woodwork. My hands are too soft.
Well, now you're baking.
Yeah.
But like, we need the
Skills.
The skill set. Like we really need the skill set. That's my opinion. And also, guys, you can really monetize off your brand work. I think that's also an important part, I must add. I'm a person who works in the industry of acting, but with my acting work, I love it, absolutely. But most of my money is from content creation.
There you go. Bang. That's how we end.
So focus on it.
Dig that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you for your time.
Okay, you can put your shoes on now.
Oh,
Before we roll credits, I just want to say a huge thank you to Workshop 17 Hyde Park for hosting us on this day. We needed a space. They came through with an epic room with the most amazing pillows and the best chicken mayo sandwich that I've had in a very, very long time. If you can, go check them out. They are launching soon. I'm happy. If they're happy, I'm happy.
You happy? The crowd goes wild. Yay!
Now you guys can do better than that.
The crowd goes wild. Woo!
There we go. Okay, you can go home now. That's for me.